Since Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine in February 2022, Sweden has emerged as a key supporter of Kyiv's war effort, transitioning from its historical neutrality to providing substantial military aid. Among the equipment delivered, the Pansar-Bandvan 302, or PBV 302 armored personnel carrier, stands out as a significant contribution. Donated in May 2024 as part of Sweden's 16th aid package, valued at over $1.3 billion, the PBV 302s represent Stockholm's decision to transfer its entire retired fleet of these 1960s-era tracked vehicles to Ukraine. With an estimated 200 to 239 units delivered by late 2024, these APCs have bolstered Ukraine's mechanized capabilities at a critical juncture. The PBV 302's primary role in Ukraine has been to enhance infantry mobility and provide direct fire support, particularly for newly formed brigades facing relentless Russian pressure. Designed by Hägglund and Sonar, now BAE Systems Hägglunds, the vehicle carries a crew of 3: driver, commander, and gunner, and up to 8 infantrymen, offering a balance of transport and combat capability. Its standout feature is the 20mm Hispano-Suiza HS-804 automatic cannon, a rarity among APCs of its time, capable of engaging light armor and infantry at close range with a rate of fire exceeding 500 rounds per minute. The PBV 302's track design, powered by a 270-horsepower Volvo diesel engine, and amphibious capability allow it to traverse Ukraine's challenging landscapes, muddy fields, swamps, and snow-covered plains, where wheeled vehicles often falter. Ukrainian troops have lauded its reliability, ergonomic design, and ease of use, as highlighted in an October 2024 video from the Ukrainian ground forces. Since their integration into service by late 2024, these vehicles have supported tactical operations, likely in eastern and southern Ukraine, enabling rapid troop movements and withdrawals under fire while offering suppressive fire against entrenched positions. Compared to similar platforms like the American M113 or Soviet BMP-1, the PBV 302's cannon provides superior firepower to the M113's typical 12.7mm machine gun, though it lacks the BMP-1's 73mm gun and anti-tank missile system. Its contribution has been vital in a war where mobility and numbers often outweigh technological edge, helping Ukraine stretch its resources against a numerically superior foe. Beyond combat, the PBV 302 has likely aided in training exercises, allowing Ukraine to prepare green recruits for mechanized warfare, a testament to its versatility despite its age. As of March 2025, the PBV 302s are actively deployed on the Ukrainian battlefield, though their exact numbers and condition reflect the harsh realities of war. Deliveries began in mid-2024, with convoys spotted transiting through Europe, such as the Czech Republic in October and near the German-Polish border in November, before reaching Ukraine. By October 31, 2024, Ukrainian media confirmed their operational status, supported by Swedish-supplied spare parts, maintenance equipment, and training programs conducted both in Ukraine and possibly Sweden. While Sweden pledged its full stock, estimated between 172 and 239 units based on differing military inventories, at least 200 are believed to have arrived, with some likely held in reserve or undergoing repairs in makeshift depots. Evidence of combat use emerged in early 2025, with an X-post on February 22nd reporting a PBV 302 struck by Russian forces, suggesting frontline deployment in contested zones like Donetsk or Zaporizhia, where Russian artillery and Lancet drones pose constant threats. Their armor, designed to resist 20mm rounds, offers decent protection against small arms and shrapnel, but is vulnerable to modern threats, drones, anti-tank guided missiles like the Cornet, and artillery barrages that dominate the battlefield. Sweden's 17th aid package in late 2024 included specialized camouflage gear to improve survivability, indicating ongoing efforts to adapt these aging vehicles to contemporary warfare by reducing their visibility to thermal imaging and UAVs. Compared to the M113, which Ukraine has received in large numbers, over 200 by 2024, the PBV 302's tracked mobility and firepower give it an edge in rough terrain, though its unique parts limit repairability relative to the widely supported M113. Against the BMP-1, a mainstay of both Ukrainian and Russian forces with over 1,000 in service, the PBV 302 is less versatile but simpler to maintain, lacking the BMP's complex missile systems and heavier armament. Looking to the future, the PBV 302's longevity in Ukraine hinges on maintenance, combat attrition, and the influx of modern alternatives. Sweden's provision of spares ensures short-term sustainability, but the vehicle's bespoke design, unlike the M113's global supply chain, means repairs depend heavily on Swedish support or Ukrainian improvisation, potentially using salvage components or local engineering solutions. With losses already reported, and the war showing no signs of abating, their numbers could dwindle by late 2025, especially as drones and precision strikes continue to target armored units across the 1,000-kilometer front. As Ukraine receives advanced systems like the Swedish CV-90, up to 50 delivered by 2024, or Western infantry fighting vehicles like the American Bradley, over 300 supplied, the PBV 302 may shift from frontline roles to secondary duties, logistics, rear-line transport, or defense in quieter sectors, where its cannon can still counter drones or light threats like Russian reconnaissance units. Ukraine's history of upgrading Soviet equipment suggests potential for ad hoc modifications, such as adding reactive armor, anti-drone netting, or even electronic countermeasures, though resource constraints in the vehicle's age may limit such efforts to a handful of units. In the long term, the PBV 302 appears to be a stopgap. Sweden's 2024 pledge to co-produce CV-90s with Ukraine alongside plans for sustained aid through 2026 signals a shift toward modern platforms, potentially phasing out the PBV 302 as newer vehicles arrive. Compared to the BMP-1, which persists due to sheer availability and familiarity, or the M113, sustained by U.S. logistical might, the PBV 302's future is less assured, likely fading as the war progresses into 2026, unless Ukraine finds a way to extend its utility through innovation. Overall, the PBV 302 has proven a valuable asset for Ukraine, filling a gap in armored mobility and firepower at a time of dire need. Its role mirrors that of the M113, augmenting infantry operations, but its cannon and terrain adaptability offer a niche advantage, while its vulnerabilities align with those of older platforms like the BMP-1. As of March 2025, it remains a functional part of Ukraine's arsenal, embodying Sweden's commitment to Kyiv's defense amid a broader European effort to counter Russian aggression. Yet its future is finite, tied to the war's intensity, the wear of its 50-year-old frames, and Ukraine's evolving arsenal. In a conflict defined by attrition and adaptation, the PBV 302 stands as a testament to the utility of legacy systems and the limits of their endurance in modern warfare's unforgiving crucible.